Hello students, my name is Rajkun Hendik, Assistant Professor, Assam Downtown University. So today I am here to discuss with you all about the different classifications of an NGO. Forward, let's see what an NGO is. An NGO is an organization consisting of private individuals who believe in certain basic social principles, obligations, and who structure their activities to bring about development to communities that they are servicing. NGOs include groups and institutions that are largely or entirely independent of government and that they have primarily humanitarian rather than commercial objectives. They are not profit making, voluntary, and service oriented organizations working on various issues like environment protection, save the planet, earth, disability, science and technology, health, agriculture, animal welfare, art and culture, education, etc. NGOs are known by different names: voluntary organizations, voluntary agencies, voluntary development organization, and non-governmental development organizations. NGOs vary greatly according to their philosophy, purpose, program, approach, and orientation, scope of activities, and structures. Following are the different definitions of NGOs to have a better understanding of NGOs. The World Bank defines NGOs as a private organization that pursue activities to relieve suffering, promote the interests of poor, protect the environment, provide basic social services, or undertake community development. In wider usage, the term NGO can be applied to any non-profit organization which is independent from government. NGOs are typically value-based organizations which depend in whole or in a part on donations and voluntary service. The United Nations describes an NGO as any non-profit voluntary citizens group which is organized a, on a local, national or international level. Task oriented and driven by people with a common interest, NGO performs a variety of services and humanitarian functions, bring citizens concerned to government, monitor policies, and encourage political participation at the community level. They provide analysis and expertise, serve as early warning mechanism, and help monitor and implement international agreements. Some other definitions of NGOs are: an NGO is any a non-profit making voluntary service oriented development oriented organization either for the benefit of the members or of the other members of the population. It is an organization of private individuals who believe in certain basic social principles and who structure their activities to bring about development to communities that they are servicing. Social development organization assisting in empowerment of people. An NGO is an organization or a group of people working independent of any external control with specific objectives and aims to fulfill tasks that are oriented to bring about desirable change in a given community or area or situation. An NGO is an independent, democratic, non-sectarian people organization working for the empowerment of economic and or socially marginalized groups. NGO. Different classification of the NGO are mentioned in the literature. The classification of NGO retrieved from different sources is as under: A. NGO can be understood by orientation and level of operation. So first comes NGO based on the type of orientation. Number one, charitable orientation. It often involves a top-down paternalistic effort with little participation by the beneficiaries. It includes NGOs with activities like food, clothing, and housing of needy. Such NGOs may also undertake relief activities during a natural or man-made disaster. Then come service orientation. It includes NGOs with activities such as the provision of health, family planning, or education service in which the program is designed by the NGO and people are expected to participate in its implementation and in receiving the service. Then comes participatory orientation. It includes NGOs with participation of the local people in organization activities. It is characterized by the self-help group where local people are involved, particularly in the implementation of projects by contributing cash, tools, land, materials, labor, etc. Then comes the empowering orientation. It is where the aim is to help poor people develop a clear understanding of the social, political, economic factors affecting their lives and to strengthen their awareness of their own potential power to control their lives. Then comes the division of NGO based on the level of operation. The first type of NGO that comes based on the level of operation is community based organization. The community based organization arise out of people's own initiatives. They are included they include sports club, women organization, and neighborhood organization, religious or educational organization. Then comes the citywide organization. It includes organizations like Rotary or Lions Club. Then comes Chamber of Commerce and in club. So the citywide organization includes club, chambers of commerce and industry, coalition of business ethic or educational groups, and association of community organization. Some exist for the other purpose and become involved in helping the poor as one of their many activities, while others are created for the specific purpose of helping poor. Then comes the national NGOs. It includes organizations such as Red Cross, professional organization, etc. International. Then comes the international organization. This ranges from secular agencies such as CARE, Ford, and Rockefeller Foundation to religiously motivated groups. Their activities vary from mainly funding local NGOs, institutions, and projects to implementing the project themselves. Then comes the World Bank differentiates two main categories of NGOs with which it interacts. Number one is operational NGOs, and the other is advocacy NGOs. The primary purpose of the operational NGOs is the design and implementation of is to design and implement the development related projects. While the primary purpose of the advocacy NGOs is to defend or promote a specific cause and influence the policy and the practice of international organization. So with this, I've come to an end of my presentation. Thank you.